If Wagner had hugged him more, what could Nietzsche teach you? This book is full of such spiritual koans. After Jack, it's a homage to Jack Spicer, who Wikipedia says he died of alcoholism, but he claimed that vocabulary did this to him. The Book of Lancelot. These are each in 7 parts. I'm just going to read straight through them. Ahmed, another Ahmed, all the ammo in all the mosques in Britain could not pay for the warmth of this shawarma. Lancelot took a chance, opened and closed the overhead storage cabinets, opened and closed, searching. Sancho, stomp out your eyeball, agreeable? Say hello to my little friend. Willing to pay for that shawarma with anything, civilized disobedience more holy than all the mosques in Britain, and less needy. Walking into the water after a kosher lamb burger, the belch of the gulch of the Dead Sea. It's all about the music. Soldiers sanctimoniously hummering into heaven, dog paddling desert. Terror as substantive as coliform count. Something stinks in the sand. This war is the Trojan War, is every war, a bloody trade war. It's all about the music. Waves of sound, simpler times, totally washed up, walking into the water, the library on fire. It's all about the music. If you were done as dinner, a British lunch, let me use Wagner. L'étranger, keep your eye on the ball. It can imitate anything or anybody, even a tennis lesson or metaphor. Glenn has already gotten started. Lancelot charged at the reading, Lancelot charged at the potluck, Lancelot charged at the big game, and slept with the symposium of self. I'll never play again. Missed the cup, Lancelot, his eyes so filled with tears. Love cannot exist between bounders, trial versions, how faded the whole thing is. It is as if that desert were finally described and the mirage slaked our thirst with wet. You do know, Graham, how we love you and you love us, but nothing can stop the roar of the tide. The grail, not there, becomes a light which is not able to be there, like a lighthouse or spindrift. And remind Shannon to try the fiddlehead, and remind Emily to try dandelion, and remind Mariner to try prism, and remind Mora to try opium. No, Graham, none of us can stop the pulse and beat of it, the roar. Lancelot borrowed the family clunker and committed sacrilege, but was enchanted elsewhere to an undemanding lack of strings. Lancelot feared the question, "Where the fuck is my grail, Holmes?" which nobody asked him. When the Shostakovich started, it was for a time his question to answer. The Germans have only invented 7 useful things, the 3 Bs, Mozart, Wagner, leather shorts, and Lebensmittelgeschäft, the longest word that Leif learned. Lancelot did not feel the need to prove leather shorts and the rest existed. They lived. Seriously, Garry is very much like entering music through the back door. Word, another trap. Door like rubbery gloved customs or leather shorts. Little place for Lancelot, who has crossed more borders than we are bored. Then, at the first post-war production of Parsifal, the overture began and Lancelot coughed. He has all the sense of fun of persimmon, complete and total persimmon. His sense of good and bad form in the sun, according to David Lean. The Morse he leads to water is not in love with the smell of camel, Herodotus. He frees the entrance of every serpent and listens for the hollow resonance. He frees the entrance of every serpent. It's all about the music. He repeats this mantra, music from an alpine goat. The grail will not be his, obviously.